Hey there, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Escape the Tomb World, Episode 4, Baby Beard. Unless I get raided. They're going to be preparing a while. It's only one dude with a short bow, so in the scheme of things, not so dangerous. And Rhad's finally back to doing some research. And that bedroom is starting to become somewhat impressive, which is nice. So Eli, I think what I'm going to do here is set you up to caravan what you can't hold in your arms so that it's one trip. So load as much as you can and then haul the rest. 3 nodes, 1 trip. Perfect. The wargs are up. That one just got fed. We watched it eat someone or something. And I'm also missing a door here. Oh, no, I never built that. Fibrous Mechanites for Cam. That sucks. So this guy is a mutant and very beat up already. So I'm not too worried about this mutant doing us harm. Soon as he comes out of cover, I'm gonna pop him again. Come on. Surprise! Ooh, herbal meds, good for you. Alright, let's close this door, repair the walls, and the fight is over. Unrestrict Rhad so you can repair these. And then inside zone everybody. After you haul... Or actually, just pick it up. Yep, that's fine. Cam is sad wandering because you're sick. I saw that coming from a mile away. Despite the fact that Cam has the nicest bedroom by far. That's food for Yoda? It could be. But it's mutated and mutant. Sounds nasty to me. Sounds pretty nasty. I am going to open up the suggestion box for new goals because I got that chem fuel. I have the uranium. I just haven't made the turrets yet, but I'm about to. I have enough for 2 turrets. I'm gonna make sure I make them with Rhad. Alright, Cam is gonna have catharsis. Great. That chemical hunger is not gonna go away because I have no drugs. Alright, Rhad, let's have you build these, because that's the end of my requested goal. Done. And then Mr. Rhad, continue to grow and harvest. Hopefully we get like another farmer in here. That would be very, very welcome. So yeah, I'm good to take on new priorities from all you. So Eli, I'm gonna have you keep mining. I should only feed the in-game Yoda for the channel point redemptions. That just seems needlessly cruel. I'm also going to make the kitchen into a square or rectangle, adding a little bit more square footage. Which means adding steel tile for the sterile factor. And that will be the end of my, like, goals that I set up for myself. I'm aiming for this bedroom to not be gross, because it's still pretty gross. It's dull now. It's getting a little bit better. Got mats to change the tattered apparel? Not really, no. It's a t-shirt. He could take off his t-shirt, actually. Let me change the clothing priorities to take off tattered. Let me double check on my inside zone. Yep, it's correct. Still. Okay. One more minute to suggest ideas, and then I'll kick it to all of you. Hey, Rev. I'm glad that you could tune in. So I'm going to put simple meals here on this shelf. I'm actually going to change the location of this door so it's a cleaner wall. Oh, there we go, some angel strand. I probably don't want to use the cloth to make anything other than radiation gear, though. So I'm not going to use this for the tattered apparel. I'm just going to leave him shirtless. Alright, I'm going to pause the viewer redemptions and poll. Next goal. So we have build a prison. Set up individual bedrooms. Switch to chem fuel generator. Set up a workshop. Add an art bench. Annex more caves. Make kibble. Build a shrine to Yoda. Or expand to the southern area. Which is kind of the same as 6, but, you know, it's more specific. So there you go. I can even touch it. Raise the pole roof. There you go. So, what do you want? You guys can pick. Someday you get your prison. Someday you will. Perhaps. Okay, there we go. We are getting our dining room to be pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Look at all the filth that Yoda's made. You're a dirty little boy. It's okay. I forgive you. Still pushing sterile materials. Eli is just doing batch mining. I'm going to reduce your haul so you mine more at once. Also, this part of this steel is safe. Not the edge that touches the outside caves, but the edge that touches the inside should still be safe. Okay, this is out of fuel, so I can kill the wood-fired generator with Rhad when he's up, and replace it with Chem, even if it doesn't necessarily win in the polls. It's something that I had intended for my own goals. There it goes. And this gets replaced with Chem gens. That way we don't have to burn wood for power. We can burn fungus instead. Where are we running off to? Rhad. Research, overhauling, clean. I think research needs to be a bit more of a focus, personally. Alright, you got just about 1.5 minutes left to vote. So have at it. Won't chem fuel make too much heat in this room? Yeah, but it's a really large room. See the blue glow? It's pretty massive, so it's going to disperse that heat fairly well. Unless I have like a heat wave, but that's a totally different problem. Felix! A feral child. Do we admit Felix? I'm going to let this poll resolve before we vote on Felix, because there's one more minute. Another thing to consider is that we do have a somewhat finite amount of food. And there's only so much soil that we can tap into. So at some point, it might be problematic to keep adding new people to the roster. But if you think you want Felix, that's fine. I could always, with the additional people, make an effort to try to hunt once we have enough people with guns. That could be a way that we can feed ourselves as our population increases. Because for each additional hunter, it reduces the risk. I don't yet have gas operation or a machining table, but I could get gas op and a machining table to make SMGs, which is a very effective weapon for hunting. Okay, we have an answer. So, you guys want me to set up individual bedrooms. Got it. Set up individual bedrooms. Copy that. And do we accept Felix? Their name was Felix, right? Yeah, Felix, the feral child. Yes or no? It is up to you. Because it expires in 16 hours, I'm only going to give you 1 minute to vote here. Because it's we'll have to decide this quickly, I think. I do find it interesting that the corpse is here. All right, let me pause. Yes, we are admitting Felix. Felix is 15 with that beard? Is he a mutant? Holy cow. He's a feral child. Melee, psychically hypersensitive with an annoying voice. You know, probably a squeaker. He's a squeaker with a giant beard. That's just so odd. And let me get the giveaway ready. So there it is. There's the timer. What work could he even do? I guess he's good at plants. So he is going to be our new de facto farmer. Farmer Felix. The 15-year-old with a beard I can only dream of ever growing. It actually offends me a little bit. I'm probably not going to make him a shooter because we need more... I mean, not a brawler. We need more shooters. So I'm going to have him switch weapons with Eli. And let's get a bed for him as well. So my goal right now is for individual bedrooms. So let me think about this. If I want individual bedrooms, I am going to plan on probably doing the bare minimum, but actually having nice bedrooms. So I'll set up bedroom up here. I also think it's probably in our best interest to set up a stone cutter table so that we can cut stone for the bedrooms. I'll stick that here so we don't have to keep using steel. We have a little bit of a setup cost of steel, and then we can actually cut our own stone. So cone stone cutter table, any blocks, forever. And then Felix will craft when he has no farming tasks to do. So this will be one bedroom, a 5x5. And then I'm going to set up an additional bedroom next to it. Actually, I'm going to budget over, or nudge it over. So 5x5. Maybe 4x4s. Maybe it'd be a little easier to manage. So 4x4, 4x4. 4x4. Because if we put nice art in it, it will be easy to have them happy with it. So then this would look... I'm just going to set up some temporary walls just so I can visualize it. So yeah, I need to move it down, the southern ones down a bit. So everyone's going to have basically the same bedroom. Connected to an inner hallway. All right. I'll have a little bit of marble and limestone. So when we cut blocks, just drop. Just dump them. I don't really need to restrict the stone cutter because I have them forced to the inside zone, which means that they can't really go wandering where they're going to get themselves harmed. And let me refund all of you that made viewer suggestions. So, next research. We'll have radiation protection, microelectronics, drug production, gas operation. Pick between one of those. Sterile materials is done. I'm gonna just queue up microelectronics just to pick something random, but that doesn't mean we're stuck with it. And that was the raffle timer. Going to Dennis Keith. Awesome. I'm going to call you Dennis, but if you want to change your name, let me know. Congrats. More steel. That sounded close. Yeah, it was kind of close. I'm actually going to remove these two marble walls, because I think what I'll do is I'll put a vent in between there so that I can cool them down more efficiently if we need cooling. And then mine around so we can get through. And that there is the next research, which is radiation protection. Got it. Oh, that's not the right spot. Whatever. I'll fix it for your benefit, because I care. Actually, I'm going to change it down below rather than up top. So this here is probably going to get deleted for convenience because it's in the way. And then I'm likely to want to dig a corridor so that we can get to the bedrooms quicker. So I'll do that as well. Eli should be able to make quick work of that. It does leave Rhad to do more research. So he should be leveling up intellectual pretty good. Do I have more marble? I might not. Let me get one more marble chunk. So you, it is late enough that I'm comfortable-ish going out real quick. There. And now, re-restricted. Have I set all the walls and floors to be smooth? Yes. There, so you can see it a little bit better. Chemical starvation. Yeah, I know, dude. It's rough. And you're in a daze. Your second daze. Alright, so now this barracks is awful again, because it lost its enclosure, so I'll get yet another door there in a sec. I'll have Rhad do that. Done. And Dennis, I'm going to put you on a night schedule. And you reminded me of such. So yeah, now you're a night owl like the rest of us. Alright, there we go. So that is full smooth. And we're waiting on Cam to not lose his marbles. So that he can make more work towards it. Twitch is being twitchy? I know, it is. It has disconnected me a few times, and it's not on my end, it's on Twitch's end. So there's little I can do to fix that, sadly. AOL, thanks for the resub. And RevEng, thanks for the resub as well. I missed that from before. So sorry about that. So still working on those individual bedrooms, trying to make this map tile nice, which is kind of funny because I kind of want to get off this map tile, like, sooner than later, ideally. But hey, if you want it nice, that's fine too. And then another thing I should do is to put this as a home zone so that we keep it cleaner. And I suppose, because now that we have Eli mining really efficiently, I should just go ahead and finish up this mining tunnel there. Might as well. Oh, you gifted us sub too. Cheers. Thank you, AOL. So this steel is just one steel per tile, but it will speed up how long it takes to get to our bedrooms, which I think is probably worth it in the long run. There's a lot more construction and smoothing to do, so I'm going to have Rhad join Cam in working towards that, because Cam's been unreliable due to his chemical dependency issues. And it doesn't hurt to get Rhad some additional construction skill. If you have ideas for what to work on next, I'll poll for that. And let me hide that poll, because that's been up for almost 10 minutes. We're already halfway done with radiation protection anyway. I'm bad at remembering to close the polls. Adios, Dave. Thanks for all the gifted subs earlier. I hope to catch you in the YouTube comments now. Alright, Cam snapped out of it, so he should be helping me to get these bedrooms up and running. Alright, so I added these suggest goals up top. Cam's construction, what is it? It's 8, same as Rhad's. He does have a passion, so he should be able to outpace Rhad's skill gain. Well, actually, that might not be true. But he spends more time doing it. Yeah, because he's interested, his global learning factor is only 100%, whereas Rhad's is 175% because he's a fast learner. So Rhad will quite likely outpace him. Definitely keeping an eye on the amount of fungus that I have. It is dropping, to be sure. I have to make sure that it doesn't go to 0. So this bedroom's already mediocre. I will move Dennis into there. And Cam into this one. And Eli into this one. And Rhad into this one. There's a lot more work to be done to get it nice. Also looks like there's stuff ready to harvest here for Dennis, but Dennis hasn't been doing it. So I'll keep an eye on Dennis to make sure that... Oh yeah, he's doing it. Okay. That's good. Getting them heal root. Tree. The giant roots give wood, yeah. They take a very, very long time to grow, though. So they're a terrible... in terms of efficiency, a terrible way to actually get wood, but there is not a better alternative at the moment. Okay. Individual bedrooms are coming together. So we got the rec room, the laboratory, which is, you know, mostly a kitchen. So the workshop / storage area. And then some of the far-flung tunnels and the like. If I need more food, I'm going to set up a... Actually, let me shrink that and try to have it be one... as much of a contiguous zone as possible. I'm going to set up some additional grow zones up here. There we go. And this will be glow stools. Okay, so the issue is that only Rhad can plant glow stools because of Dennis's lack of skill. So I'm going to have Rhad go on that. Shivaroo, thanks for the bits. Mediocre, mediocre, awful, awful. So, more work to be done. Make them nicer. But you didn't just say individual bedrooms. You didn't say how nice they had to be. To be fair. Timber shroom is added through ideology. Sowing it, I don't believe is. I just don't have tree sowing. Which would add, no, timber shrooms are a little bit different. Yeah, I think that's added in ideology, as is fibercorn. That's why we don't have it yet. Okay, please level up to 6. As fast as you can, Dennis. So you can sow your own glow shrooms. And take a lot of work pressure off of Rhad. That sucks. Low psychic drone. Oh man, it is really a feeding frenzy up here. They're just eating one another. I don't dare go up this way for the giant roots unless I absolutely need the wood, because it looks like a bit of a nightmare unless we have good guns, which we don't. So I'm gonna stay out of that. Well, it's a decent amount of raw fungus that we just got from the harvest, so that should keep us going for a bit. Airdog, thanks for the resub. Cheers. And Chan, thank you for the bits. There is no power production using uranium. Not in vanilla RimWorld, and I'm not running any mods that changes that. Alright, come on, Dennis. Get to 6. I wonder if Cam's been flirting. Yeah, he flirted once. Not too bad. He's probably going to have a mental break pretty soon. That low psychic drone, because he's hypersensitive, is going to be a big issue for him. But you can't make tinfoil hats, so I just have to find one or hope that he doesn't lose his noggin there. Isn't the ship reactor uranium powered? It's uranium constructed, but it doesn't require uranium as a fuel source. So you build it with uranium, but it doesn't consume uranium. I have 100 and... How many grow zones do I have? I have 142 grow zones. Hey! We have an attacker. Oh, they have real guns, too. So process, deadlift, and Simpson. They are up here. So their valid path of attack is probably right there. So Cam, I have work for you. Move a battery here. And then move these turrets here and here. Maybe the animals will eat them. I have no idea. That'd be nice. Dennis is smashing up random stuff. Okay. Well, I'll have to fix it. I mean, he is a feral child, so, like, we saw this coming. They're beginning their assault. Who's closest? I don't really have anyone close. This is going to be a little sketchy because they're already attacking the turrets. I should have left them on. That's okay, I can flick it quick. Oh, Cam's down. Are you a wimp or something? Oh, you have fibrous mechanites, that's why. Alright, and Simpson's down. Eli, rescue Cam. Battle time. Rhad, get evasive. Eli, stab. He's dead. He's up. Hey, deadlift. You'll live up to your name. We will lift your dead body. Chain shotgun. And a bolty. Simpson. Yeah. You're keeping my door open. I don't much appreciate that. Alright, I am going to reinstall these turrets down where they were, roughly. And Rhad survived. I could strip them. but I don't really care. It's tainted stuff. None of us are bloodlust, so wouldn't be a whole lot of benefit to it. All right, I am now taking on suggestions, or if left up to me, I'll just pick and choose. So if you have suggestions for me to build or work towards, just submit it with channel points. You meant before I killed them? No, I don't care. Here's the thing is, like, radiation protection clothing doesn't really help us in the long run. So I'm just planning for the future here. You are third of the way to 6. Hey, Zero. Thanks for the bits. Welcome to the Tomb World. So these animals should be eating these corpses instead of one another. My guess is they're already missing body parts. Yeah. Bit off his head. That would be a missing body part. Reset zone restrictions? Yeah, I can do that now. Now that the turrets are in. So all the bedrooms are mediocre, and I need new goals. Dirty, I'm refunding you there. It's a family-friendly channel, so non-family-friendly suggestions are never going to be done. Alright, Cam is fully recovered. Still in intense pain due to the fibrous mechanites, unfortunately. But at least not that close to being knocked unconscious. The giant roots that I started to sow are still only like 50% grown. They're really slow. That's why I wanted to move away from wood fire generators as fast as it could. The bedrooms are nearly done. Cam is breaking cam fuel. No, you're not. Oh, man, he's been a pain in my bottom. All right, you enjoy chilling out there. I'm going to actually try to recruit you instead. Work on my wardening skill, I guess. Rhad is almost done sewing. Hopefully I'll be able to turn the sewing requirements over to Dennis as soon as he hits 6. I can just kind of not worry on that anymore. So I believe that's the last of the sewing for a bit. And for wardening, I'll let Rhad do it. So Dennis and Eli are idle. That's probably a good indicator that I have stuff to do. So I'm going to allow them to construct, which is just like smooth the basic stuff, because Cam's locked up now. Rhad's still working on the research, trying to get radiation protection. And there's enough goals out here that I'll pull for them. So, next goal. Set up nutrient paste dispenser. Build a shrine. Now, I don't have ideology, so shrines have no purpose whatsoever. It's a completely superfluous goal that offers no benefit to our survivors. Just wanted to note. Add art. Set up a workshop. Add a fridge. So another thing about the fridge, I haven't had basically any food spoil whatsoever so far. And then there's nowhere to put heat. Not really. Because it's all... Technically, anything outside our walls is outdoors, but it would mean that our coolers would have to face the outdoors, which would be a very vulnerable point of attack. So we could set up a freezer, but it would be a huge vulnerability for defenses. A potential vulnerability for defenses, at least. Build a prison, which we kind of already have one, but that's okay. And build a dedicated research room, rather than a shared kitchen research area, which has been working just fine. So, there are the polls. You tell me the goals. I'm gonna, now that he's about to get catharsis, I'm gonna release him, because that will offset his recently incarcerated once he's done smashing things. I mean, you're only really ruining your own bedroom. Alright, so he's been released, and his catharsis doesn't really help that much. And he chose to fall asleep on the ground. That's good. Also give you 2.5 minutes to vote on that. Happy puppy. All right, I'm going to give my 16-year-old a chain shotgun. And Cam, when he's up, I'm going to give him the bolt action. Because that won't turn out poor for me. There we go. There's some harvests. Another thing I wanted to do is over here in the simple meals. I do not want to use rad fungus to make meals anymore. And I would say that Rhad is going to turn the farming requirements over to Dennis entirely. Even if Dennis doesn't have the ability to sow just yet. He should be getting it pretty soon. He's about halfway to level 6. Silver! Hi-ho, silver. Nice. That's very, very useful in order to make radiation protection clothing. And uranium. Landing nearly next to the old uranium. Awesome. Very, very good for mini turrets. What was the wall next to the uranium landing spot? Just a ruin. You mean this? This is just like stone. But there are some ruins down here. I think you mean silver, though. Because there's a wall here for the silver, but it is not an ancient danger. Alright, setting up a workshop. Thank you for tuning in to the RimWorld Miniseries Marathon winner for May, Escape the Tomb World, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 21st and May 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this series has since ended its streams only once. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to all my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and people that turned out to this live stream, as well as viewers like you on YouTube. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or another series on Twitch. Farewell.